Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead, and I had some plants that I let go to seed, so let's save those seeds. These are the seeds I took from the little pie pumpkin. Now, I didn't grow this pie pumpkin, but I liked it, so I kept some of the seeds. These are from a Brandywine tomato that Dee Dee gave me, and all I did was when I sliced the tomato that I wanted, I squeezed some of the seeds out onto a coffee filter, and I'm just going to plant this coffee filter when it comes time, just to see what I will grow. Let's get the other messy one out of the way. This was a pickling cucumber that got lost in my garden. And I'm going to see if I can't recover the seeds, because they're not always easy to find. When you live in the country and you go to a discount store, they don't always have, they have a seed display, but they don't always have seeds that you want. And when the cucumber gets this big, these seeds are pure gold. Now, I'm just going to go in here with a spoon and just kind of pull this out. And so this is a lot. This is a lot. But there are a lot of really good seeds in here. You see this? I'm just going to do I'm just going to play with it. Look, the seeds are falling off onto the paper towel. And they have this little protective gel coating on them that we just want to dry. Trust me, I only had 4 cucumber plants come up and I got quite a bit. So next year I'm going to hope for more. And like the tomatoes, when these dry, I'll probably just plant this paper towel in the center of the bed and let them do their job. I could probably get a whole bunch more, but I'm going to throw these out to the squirrels. Let them have some food before winter. Now, beans. These are my pole beans. And not all of them are dry enough yet. And you really don't want to take them. Look at these beautiful purple pole beans. Look at these. And I thought I got them all, and then when we got a frost, we didn't. Now, if the seed pod is dry, even though it's not crispy dry because it's been outside, just take that and look at that. These look like black-eyed peas. Okay? You just want, if they're not dry, leave them on a paper towel and let them dry. But the wrinkly ones, we're going to open them. I'm pretty sure these are all the same. These were a good eating bean. And I bet you if I had a ton of them, I could dry these and use them for winter beans. But my garden isn't the huge garden it used to be. But I am going to do some garden planning with you shortly. These are the pole beans. I'm making a mess of myself here. These are the pole beans that were already, the cases were dry. These ones, not dry enough. I'm going to let them sit here on this paper plate to dry. These are also pole beans today. These 3 beans. See the purple marking on them? These 3 beans are our miracle beans. And they turned out to be a bush bean, not a climbing bean. So these are going to be going into the garden. Uh-oh. There are 3 little beans from our miracle beans. We got 2 seeds out of there. I have no idea if these are going to grow, folks. I don't know if they matured enough. But like when I found them growing at the bottom of my kitchen drain, they will get their chance. Okay, so here's what I got. Now they're on paper plates because some of these are still not quite dry. And please, folks, don't make the mistake of thinking you can dehydrate these beans and have them grow. Not sure that's going to work, so just let them air dry. So this is what we've got. Now these are the bush beans that I saved. I let my last picking go to seed, and I let it go for months. And once they got big, I picked them. Like once they got big with lumps on the, but the best way I can tell you to save your beans for seeds is once you've let them grow and you let them go to seed and they get big and knobby and they start to look a bit woody, pull the whole plant. Hang it in a woodshed, in the barn, in your pantry, in your greenhouse. Hang them upside down and let them dry in the pod. The best way to do it is to hang them, because if you pick the beans like I did, and I had them in my porch in a cardboard box, and Howie went, oh, this must be garbage, and he put them outside and they got damp again, and some of them went moldy. So I lost some. So hang them in a dry place until the seed pods are hard paper, like woody paper. Now this is what I got. I wasn't even really intending on saving seed this year, but this is what I got from my yellow and green bush beans. And trust me, that is easily enough for 3 of my raised beds, if not 4. These are my pole beans. Now, so like I said, some of these are still what we would call green. So we're just not even playing with them. Some of these were purple, some of these were yellow, some of them were green. But we're not going to plant my pole beans on the trellis next year. I have a whole new plan for that. Now here are the seeds that I scooped out from the pickling cucumber. I'm not sure if they're going to grow, but I'm going to plant them anyway. And when I do, I'm just going to plant this whole piece of paper towel in the ground and see what comes up. These are the Brandywine, these are seeds from the Brandywine tomatoes that Dee Dee brought me. And all I did was take a slice of the biggest, most beautiful of the tomatoes, and I squeezed some seeds out onto this coffee filter. Now, tomato seeds have to be started early, so again, I'm just going to put these in a pot, put this whole thing in a pot of soil and see what comes up. And then I'll keep 4 plants for myself and I'll share the rest with whoever wants some tomato plants. And these are the seeds from the pie pumpkin. I just took a big glop of them. Not going to need many, but I took a big glop of them and I'm going to plant those this year. So really, if you think about it, I'm also replanting my raised beds. I want to rotate them. Where I had celery last year, I want to plant beans and vice versa. I'm not going to plant turnips or rutabagas this year, and I'm going to take my strawberry plants out and put them over in my onion bed. So my gardening is again going to simplify, but I'm going to have more of my staples. I don't buy carrots. Why? Because I can get deer carrots so cheap, and I would never be able to grow that many for that kind of money. So that's something I don't even worry about. I'm going to put in an extra bed of leeks. So I'm going to put in celery again, leeks again, beans again, potatoes again, but that frees me up the turnip bed and the strawberry bed. So what am I going to put in there? I think. I'm not sure if I'm going to plant my pumpkins over in the onion bed or if I'm just going to give them a raised bed of their own. But suffice it to say that even when I wasn't planning on it, I sure harvested enough seeds to get next year's garden started. This is Mrs. Wolfe from our half-acre homestead saying if you can harvest seeds, go ahead and do it. Why? Because that just makes sense. Because they're free, right? So, take care. God bless.